Action?
Action.
Okay. So as you can hear behind us, rain's coming down quite a bit. We had another shortened day of work on the boat. Got up, we were both still feeling like crap. Went down to the boat. I won't even tell you, well, I'm giving it up now, but we forgot the key. So we had to come back to the freaking hotel room, which makes you feel dumb and stupid and even sicker when you're not feeling well. Got started on some boat projects.
The hardwood from the table leaf. These hinges here, you can see where Jeff had to use the Dremel tool to get out the screws on that side. Here you can see how the wood filler is setting up. I'm going to sand today, but I think I'm going to need another coat because it's settled a little bit. Looking a lot better already. And then I am hoping to sand down this whole area here on the edge and revarnish it.
Finally finished securing all the hoses in the bilge. Got frustrated with a couple other things. I put this bar back, and the bar that protects you from going into the oven. My dad had ripped it off when he was on the boat, and I was able to secure it back together. Spent a little bit of time sort of looking over and thinking about the drain and seacock below the kitchen sink, and Margaret and I have started talking about perhaps taking the whole damn thing apart and maybe even replacing some of the countertop there. We'll have to figure that out, and that's probably not a project that's going to get done in the next 10 days that we have left or whatever, but it would be something that maybe I would come back down and do or something.
I'm working on the Lazarette cover today. I bought some chisels, and I'm going to try to get up a little bit more of this plywood and hopefully be closer to grinding. Still feeling pretty under the weather, and so this is going to take a lot out of me, but hopefully I'll get a little bit more done today.
And then this whole time, Margaret had been doing a couple jobs outside, including continuing to scrape trying to get the plywood off of our Lazarette cover. And I came down, I took over Margaret had made some pretty good progress on that. Margaret was really not feeling well at that point in time, and ended up finishing that up. Felt really good. It was sort of, especially at the end, once most of it was off and all I had was little pieces left that I was using the chisel and the hammer to get off. It was a lot of fun. I think I have a future in that. I wish we had another one to do. We will in a year or two, but we're not going to do another one right now. So that's pretty much cleaned up. Margaret still needs to sand it down, and then we'll be ready for a new piece of plywood, which we still got to pick up down in Jacksonville or up in Brunswick, Georgia, one or the other. And then we'll blast it in with some of the materials that hopefully are coming tomorrow. And after that, that was about, I don't know, we were down on the boat for maybe about 2.5, 3 hours at that point in time, something like that. Short day, like I said. Margaret was not feeling well, and she had found a little quickie medical place that was open in the area. It was open on Sunday. So we rushed over there to get there before they closed. And Margaret now has some antibiotics. She does not have, what's it called? Strep throat. Or at least that's not what the test said. I'm kind of waiting to see what happens with her before I go over and get my own antibiotic prescription. I'm feeling a little bit better today, although I've started to cough which is going to make sleeping unpleasant for both of us. Yeah, so we're just sort of hanging out. We watched Little Delos. Finally got caught up on I think we're now caught up on all the videos on YouTube that we watch. So it's nice kind of sitting down watching that. We were eating some pierogies for lunch or dinner or whatever it is. We just cannot wait to feel better, both because we're going to get a lot more work done, and as we were talking about today, because it would just be nice to get done after a hard day of work and go get showered up and then go head out somewhere to go get a beer. We're in we're in some good area. We could drive down to Fernandina Beach, or even up to St. Simon's or something like that, and just hang out along the water and have a nice little meal and a couple drinks and get excited about getting boat work done and stuff. But hopefully tomorrow we'll feel better, and hope that you guys are all doing well. We'll talk to you later.